Assalamu alaikum. I'm a Sudanese woman that I have some statements to say. So, what happened in Sudan? A war has started. A war has started that does not have anything to do with people. It has anything to do with the commanders, both Al-Burhan and Hemeti. They do not represent anyone in Sudan. We came out in the revolution of 2019 saying we want a civil government. We do not want a military government. We are in the century. We are in the 21st century, still ruled by military forces. This has to come to an end. The two commanders committed a crime. They committed a crime in Sudan. Innocent citizens were caught in the crossfire that started between the military and the rapid support forces. So, what is going on since this has started? We are passing, it is over for 20 days that this is going on in Sudan. Hundreds of people, citizens, has been killed. Thousands of citizens has been injured. Hundreds of thousands were displaced. There is no food supply. There is no electricity. There is an internet disruption. People are suffering. There is no access to medical services. The last report I've read says that 39 hospitals stopped working in Khartoum. There are only 20 hospitals that are working with a very limited capacity. People are dying. If they are not dying by getting caught in the crossfire, they are dying from hunger. They are dying from thirst. They are dying from the lack of medical care. We are heading to one of the worst catastrophic health scenarios that is probably gonna occur in Sudan if this war did not stop immediately. As a member of the medical sector, as a public health specialist, I can say that a million immunizations have been damaged now. Children are subjected to diseases that were eradicated ages ago from the globe. They are subjected today in the 21st century to these lethal diseases. We are lacking medications. The immunosuppressive drugs are no longer in Sudan, and there are a lot of people who are subjected to dying because of it. We are going into a health crisis if this do not stop today. And we are subjected to go into a civil war. We can see already that there are outbreaks among a lot of communities in Sudan. Fights has been started. We went to the street saying that we want the freedom, peace, and justice. We want the peace for Sudan. We came peacefully. We came peacefully, and we do not want this war. This war has to end immediately, has to end today. And I'm not claiming that I'm speaking for all Sudanese people, but I know that I'm speaking for the resistance committees. I'm speaking for a lot of unions in Sudan that shared their statements saying we do not want the war. We do not want the war in Sudan. I can speak for the best part of Sudanese people. End this war today. End this war today. The rapid support forces who claim that they are coming, wanting the democratic transition. But what are you doing? You're killing people inside their houses. You're attacking citizens walking in the streets, taking their money, taking all their belongings, and leaving them hopeless. What you are doing as a rapid support forces is that you committed the military coup and do not come back and say, we apologize. Do you know that since the coup, the number of Sudanese people have died is more than the people that had died in the revolution? And you have the audacity to come and say, oh, I'm sorry. I want to bring the democratic transition. I was wrong. Bullshit. You, the rapid support forces, if you are claiming, oh, I'm a very brave man, Hemiti saying, oh, I'm a very brave man, look at me sitting under a tree. I'm sitting under a tree. So why are your forces staying in neighborhoods, taking human people as shields? Why is that? If you are such a brave man, go outside, fight outside. Why in the beginning we have these forces inside the neighborhoods, jeopardizing the civil security of people? Why in the first place we have these? The most important point that we need to ask for is the demilitarization. The demilitarization of all Sudanese cities, towns, and all areas that have civilians. Go outside, fight outside. It's not our war. Why are you fighting why are you fighting under our heads? Killing innocent children, innocent people of Sudan. And then going to have an agreement, ridiculously have an agreement with the people who arm the forces, the same people who arm the forces. You get there and get an agreement with them. Stop arming these people. You would say that we are not arming them now. Since this war started, we stopped. Oh, we're not selling them any war weapons or anything. Okay, then what is the guarantee after this ends? Inshallah, after this ends, you will arm them again and they will fight again over our heads. So what do we want?
Peace and justice.
Peace and justice for Sudan. Immediate. We want immediate ceasefire. As I said, the important thing is the demilitarization of all areas in Sudan that has citizens. that have citizens. We want a humanitarian aid, and it needs to be very urgent. We do not want any external intervention. The Sudanese people want to rule themselves. It has been ages. We need to come to this. We need the democratic transition. And the most important part is Hemiti and Al-Burhan have to be not part of it. We do not want you. We do not want you in the next agreements. In order to support the democratic transition, we need the debts of Sudan to be cancelled. We need the debts of Sudan to be cancelled in order to have this democratic transition. And the million-pound question is why we couldn't build our new political force that can represent the people. People like to say that it's not the time to say that or to discuss that, but I believe this is the right time. This is the right time to ask this question. Shout out for the resistant committees. I like to say that you taught a lesson, a very valuable lesson to all people who live under oppression. You did a lot. You served us, and thank you. And whoever tried to demean you, anyone tried to demean you is in the wrong side of history. They are in the wrong side of history. We still believe in you. We still believe in you. Ask yourself, who is going to represent the Sudanese people? Who is going to represent the Sudanese people? And I say for myself and many, many people I know that we do not have any faith in the parties. The parties should have been ended with the Umar al-Bashir rule. These parties are no longer represent Sudanese people. They are no longer serving us, and we need to find our voice. The voice that is going to bring the freedom, peace, and justice.
Stop the war in Sudan!
Stop the war in Sudan!